As Republican presidential contenders courted early state voters and Wall Street donors, we learned today that one candidate faced threats of violence. Lisa Desjardins has more.
So for me, this goes to the core of my candidacy as your next president.
In New Hampshire, troubling signs as Vivek Ramaswamy's campaign announced police arrested a man for making specific death threats at the candidate and supporters. Those threats mention an event that was held today. In a statement, the campaign blamed the left as demonizing Republicans. Police have not disclosed any motive for the suspect. This after a busy campaign weekend. Swanky jazz played at Saturday's Young Republican Gala in Manhattan, a room filled with former President Donald Trump's staunchest supporters.
This campaign is a righteous crusade to rescue our nation from a very corrupt political class.
Trump doubled down on comments he made last week about taking on a dictator role if reelected.
I didn't say that. I said I want to be a dictator for one day. But the New York Times said, and you know why I wanted to be a dictator? Because I want a wall, right? I want a wall, and I want to drill, drill, drill.
Despite his legal troubles, a new Iowa poll shows Trump is gaining support there. Now the top pick for president for 51% of Republican caucus goers, up from 43% in October. That means in Iowa, Republicans who aren't Trump are fighting for second place.
What a great crowd we have.
At a town hall on Sunday, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley carefully contrasted herself with Trump, warning voters of a tumultuous future if they choose him.
I think President Trump was the right president at the right time. But rightly or wrongly, chaos follows him. Chaos follows him. You know I'm right. And we can't have a country in disarray and a world on fire and go through 4 more years of chaos. We won't survive it.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who has a slight lead over Haley in the state, stressed his commitment to religious freedom at a faith and family forum in rural northwest Iowa.
And so in Florida, we believe as the founding fathers believed. Your right to practice your faith is not something that's given to you by government. It's something that's been granted to you by God. Government cannot infringe your free exercise.
A right to practice, but the largely evangelical crowd raised questions about voting for someone, Vivek Ramaswamy, of Hindu faith.
I'm not running for pastor. I wouldn't be qualified to be pastor, but I am running to be commander-in-chief and to be president.
The candidates were cordial and poised on stage, but campaigns know time is running out to make the GOP race competitive. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Lisa Desjardins.